right, I have a stripe across my chest. It's because we have a window right there.
Too. Look, we're matching.
Wow, we're matching stripes. Okay guys, ignore the weird stripes on our shirts. We have a window and it's very sunny out today.
It changed.
But
it was very cloudy this morning.
It was cloudy this morning, but it has brightened. Welcome back to our channels, guys. We are so excited to be coming back with another video. And today's topic
is long distance relationships.
Specifically, 5 tips that will help you guys if you're in a long distance relationship. If you guys are new to the channel, my name is Titus.
And I'm Priyanni.
And we have a YouTube channel.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty legit. No, we started this YouTube channel originally to document our process of building a bus into a house, but it is going slower than we were expecting, so we are filling our channel with other positive video content in the moment. So today we're going to be talking about long distance relationships. If you include the time before we were dating to the time we were married, we were in a long distance relationship for about 5 years, varying in different places. It started out, we were about 4 hours away from each other or so. And at the longest part, we were 24 hours away, including 2 time zones. So yeah, it was a big oof. We've had a lot of experience in it. We aren't experts, but we have a lot of experience and have heard a lot and read a lot on it. So we hope these 5 tips will help you guys out. So let's get into them.
Number 1 is communication. It is very, very important, but you can end up over communicating, if that makes sense. I know for us, we struggled with that a little bit. That was something we had to walk through and learn, was just learning to communicate with a purpose and not just to endlessly blab on and on and on.
Because eventually you will run out of stuff to say, and then it's just really awkward. And also, then when you're on, if you're on a video call or a phone call, it's just very bland because you already know what went on in their day and there's not that much to talk about. So in communication, it's important to communicate during a long distance relationship, but be sure you're not over communicating.
Be intentional about it.
Intentionality, that's a good word. Also, along with communication, it is such a blessing to be able to video call over calling, especially with now today's technology. You can video call basically anywhere, even from your phones. And it's important too because you miss a lot, even in phone calls, but especially in texting, you miss a lot of that
just
communication through your face and emotions and stuff like that. I know when we were texting, it was really easy for me to feel like Fanny was like a robot just responding, and you kind of lose that personableness in the text. So video calls were very helpful for us.
To me, it seemed like I was almost dating 2 different people because I was dating the person in my phone and then I was dating you. And so when we got together, I had to fuse those 2 people together because you were that person.
Absolutely. You have pizza.
Oh, thank you. You're so kind.
I got you. Alright.
Another way you can get really creative with communication is writing letters. I personally love writing letters and love receiving them.
I don't. I don't write letters. I think I've written
receiving them.
a couple letters. I enjoy receiving them though.
It made your day, or at least you told me it made your day.
I remember one time you sent me a box full of letters. So she had written out 10 or 12 different letters.
Oh, it took me a month for this project.
Yeah. She written out 10 or 12 different letters and packed them all in a box.
With a gift.
Other packages. Yeah. With a thing with each.
Like a gift with each letter.
A gift with each letter also. So then she mailed the box to me at school because I was currently at college. And so I got a package. So I was really excited. And then inside the package there was a letter explaining how to open the other boxes so that way she wasn't writing letters every week or so to me, and I could keep getting stuff from her.
But basically it was events that happen or just things that happen.
Yeah, it was if you're feeling sad or open when, that's what it was. Open when letters. So if you want to get creative in your communication, there definitely are ways to do it.
Pinterest is very helpful.
Number 2.
Number number 2.
2 tips for long distance relationship is to know each other's schedule.
Yeah, so when we first started dating, we were living like 4.5 hours apart. But then my family moved to Montana, and you went to school in West
Virginia.
So there was like 24 hours and 2 time zones that we were apart. So it was incredibly difficult to actually think through that, because I ended up taking and putting 2 clocks on my phone, and I would travel back and forth between Central and Mountain Time. So it would change or whatever. So I could tell what time you had, and I could also tell which time zone I was in, because it's very helpful.
Yeah, and knowing each other's schedule, that even goes to like just mapping out your day. Sometimes it can be really detailed. Like for me, I was at school, so I knew these hours I was going to be in class, these hours I had free, and I was able to give her a rundown of that, which I think was really helpful.
It was very helpful for me, because I knew exactly what you were doing during the day.
Then if she messaged me and I didn't message back right away, she could know, oh, that's right, he's in school right now, or something like that. And sometimes you can't get it as specific as that, like just knowing someone's at work from these hours. Just something to base off of. Oh, there goes the sun. It's a cloudy day. It's just really helpful. What were you going to say?
Like, my schedule wasn't as concrete as that, but it's still, I was at work at these hours, and these are the times I would sleep. But even though we were 2 hours apart from each other, we worked it out really well. Number 3.
Tip number 3.
Get creative. This goes along with the first point a little bit. But just find creative ways to keep your love or spark alive.
Mm-hmm. Don't get bored.
Right.
Because it's really easy to, when you're far away from each other, you get busy with your schedules, and all of a sudden you're just kind of in your relationship.
Yeah. Some of the things that I would recommend is like read a book, watch a movie together. Yeah. So just things you can do to like talk about it afterwards.
Yeah, just something to relate on, I think, really.
Yeah.
Also, you could go shopping together. I know this is kind of weird because I'm not big onto that, but like, set aside an hour and say, okay, right now we're going to be on this website shopping for gifts for each other, and maybe get each other something. But just ways of like breaking up your normal routine of texting and talking to each other. Being creative definitely can help keep that spark alive and not help you not to get so bored in your relationship. Another thing off of the get creative point is the principle of sharing. This is not my original idea. Actually got that from... But it's a book that we read. Highly recommend this book. Called A Love Letter Life. And by Jeremy and Audrey Roloff. Is that how you say the last name? Yeah, Roloff. We actually read through this book together. Right when we were engaged. Yeah, right after we got engaged. We actually read this like the week after we got engaged, most of it. Mm-hmm. And it was super, super helpful. But do you want to go into explaining the principle? The principle of sharing is basically, even if you don't enjoy doing that specific thing, like say you like disc golfing or whatever, and I do enjoy this, but if I didn't enjoy this, I would still go do that thing just so that I can spend time with you. And if I did something and you didn't like that, you did that for me or whatever. Yeah, just that idea of sacrificing for each other, just to show your commitment to each other, I think can be really, really helpful in a long distance relationship. Yeah. And you can even do, most of these things we're talking about, you can do virtually. So like, you don't even have to be there. If you're on a phone call, sit there in silence watching your friend do whatever they're doing, and just be willing to participate in it can show a lot. Right. Be present. I didn't really struggle with this one as much. I did. You did. I struggled more to be there to some extent, but being present. Do you want to talk about that? Yes. Okay, so there's 2 parts to this. When you're apart, be present with your family and friends. Like, I know for me, when we were apart, I would do things with my family and friends, church events, whatever. And I was there, but my mind was somewhere else, and I was just thinking like, I wonder what Titus is doing. I wonder where he is, or if he's enjoying himself. And like, I wasn't actually present in the moment. But if I could go back and tell myself something, I would say, be there in the present, because you will get that time with them, and you're not going to be able to truly enjoy anything if your mind isn't in the present.
And then on the flip side of that, when you are together, and I didn't struggle with this as much as I've heard some people say they have, but when you're together, don't think about when you have to say goodbye, because that puts a damper on you.
Then you're just sad the whole time.
Yeah.
Kind of depresses the whole mood of whenever you are together.
I know that I would struggle with it in the day of. Like, I knew.
Yeah, like it's normal to, I think about it the closer it gets. But like, if you just got back together, don't immediately let your brain go to, oh no, like
we have to part.
I only have
2 days.
this much time and then we're leaving. And don't like sit and meditate on that idea, but be in the moment and let yourself enjoy that time that you're getting to spend with your significant other.
Right.
Because those are times that you're not going to have again. So it's really important to make sure you appreciate them when you have them, instead of missing out on that. And then lastly, we think it's really important to have an end goal. Whether that is, if you're dating someone, random truck. Whether you're dating someone or you're just getting to know them or whatever, whether your end goal is, we're planning to get engaged at this moment, or even if it's like more of a, like this is the next time we get to see each other or something like that, just having a goal to look ahead to can be really helpful, because then at those really low points when you're apart, you can go, oh, that's right, we're seeing each other at this
4
point.
weeks,
yeah. And you can kind of have a countdown. I know Fanny had a countdown on her phone for like every time we got back together, which wasn't like a whole lot, to be honest. We'd see each other through the summer a little bit, but
like 6 times.
Yeah. If you want more detail on our relationship, we actually do have a video. I'll put the link right here. And you guys can go check that out, and we kind of explained how we got to know each other and where we are now. But have an end goal. It can be really depressing to just go by and then not have
like another time to go see
another
each other.
time to look forward to.
Right.
And we've been through there where we say goodbye and we don't know when our next time to see each other is going to be, and it can be really hard. So having an end goal is definitely a plus.
It makes it easier.
A long distance relationship. So those are our 5 tips for being in a long distance relationship. If you haven't already, guys, like this video if it was helpful. And if you would like to follow along with us, hit the subscribe button, as well as the little bell notification so that you can get notified when we put out more videos. We are planning to do a series on long distance relationships, so if you stick around, those will be coming in the next couple weeks. I don't know what else I'm supposed to say.
That's pretty much it. I think that's it.
I think that's it today, guys. So
see you next week.
Hope this was helpful to you, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.